Hi, it's Celeste Majors, your canary in the coal mine. Today I wanted to talk to you about what is the best diet. It is so confusing how many different things we have out there, different recommendations. But I was listening to a health lecture series recently that was very informative for me of being able to sort this out. And this guy, Dr. David Katz, runs an organization that has all kinds of different representatives on it from who are experts in different diet forms. And he has people on his board that are all the way from being pure vegans all the way through paleo, through ketogenic diets, through just every combination you can think of. And he said that even among these people who advocate quite different things, they all kind of, there's a commonality in there. And boy, we need some commonality, right? And he says what's common that most of them can agree on is a healthy diet for the average person. Is a diet that's predominantly plant-based. You eat mostly plants, not big slabs of meat with a little tiny serving of green beans on the side or a little tiny salad. So you eat mostly plants. In other words, the U.S. government now has a new symbol for this they call the food plate that kind of shows a dinner plate divided into approximately 4 quadrants. They're a little bit not quite equal quadrants, but that's beside the point. And 3/4 of that plate are plant products, not animal products. Only 1/4 of that plate is animal products. So think of that, you know, like you could fill half of your plate with a huge salad or something, and then maybe a side vegetable, and then a littler piece of meat or chicken or fish. Or you could, put that little bit of meat, fish or chicken in a big salad bowl along with just tons of veggies. Or you could have some cooked rice, or or like I have oatmeal for breakfast, and I really like the steel cut stuff because it's chewier and it stays kind of, I don't know, I just like the texture better. So that's another plant-based food. The next step of this plant-based and then whole. The emphasis is on not processed foods. It's you take rice that probably brown rice, because then that doesn't have the dark coating scraped off of it, and you cook it from scratch. I know this takes more time than popping something in the microwave, but it's substantially more healthy for you to eat whole foods, things you buy in the produce department or things you buy in bulk. You could buy beans in bulk, and you can cook those. Or you can buy the canned beans, just make sure that the can only has 2 ingredients in it, beans and salt. And so that's the next step, is plant-based, whole foods. Another aspect of this is low-glycemic. That means keep down the rise of your blood sugar after you eat. In other words, eat things low on what they call the glycemic index. In other words, you might eat sweet potatoes instead of white potatoes, because those are raise your blood sugar less. You might eat berries in place of a banana. Although banana is a good food and I put them in my smoothies, I'm eating them in the context of other things, not just alone, because berries have about half the sugar impact on your blood than a banana does. And or you might eat a whole grain instead of processed breakfast cereals, for example. Like I make my oatmeal instead of eating a boxed breakfast cereal from the breakfast cereal aisle. So those are kind of the basic elements. You know, you have mostly plants, mostly whole foods, and keep the sugar impact on your blood lower. That doesn't just mean the added sugar like in sodas and stuff. It also means the sugar impact. And you can find something on the internet called the glycemic index that'll give you an idea of what foods cause more sugar impact on your blood and which cause less. So that's And then you make up the remainder of your diet, that 1/4 or something, with meat, fish, chicken, animal products, yogurt, milk, if you can tolerate those. I personally can't tolerate the dairy products, so I would never put the dairy products in my system of eating. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, is that there actually is some common agreement about what the best diet is. And it's really none of the extremes. It's eat more plants, don't overeat, but you'll find that plants, really you can eat a lot because the caloric value is very low, and you can eat a lot and really fill up and feel comfortable all day, and you don't have to go around starving yourself to death. And you'll probably lose weight if you're above what's a healthy weight for your body. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I want to help you get well and stay well. Thanks.